we are going to create a melodic saw synth lead or plug. It would be a perfect fit for melodic house or other genres as well. Let's start. I'm going to be using Vital, but you can use any other VST synthesizer that you like. And let's start by increasing unison voices. And I'm going to reduce detune. I'm going to turn on second oscillator, and I'm going to route this to first filter. I'm going to decrease resonance. We don't need this acid sound. And I'm going to use second envelope to assign to the first filter open frequency. I'm going to correct the first envelope. I'm bringing down the sustain. And I'm also increasing release. So that the sound has some tail to it. It doesn't stop immediately after playing. And I'm going to increase release on the second envelope too. I'm going to add attack just a little bit, because Vital has a really prominent attack click to it. I don't want this. I'm going to increase filter opening here. And I'm going to search for another wavetable for the second oscillator. Here I have tables. I just imported these tables from Serum. And let's search for something analog sounding, like Juno. I can change waveform. This one sounds more like a square. I like this one more. This sounds like a sawtooth. And let's try to add more voices. Maybe it will work. I don't think we should add this because it's starting to sound more like trance. Maybe I will play with this here. It just changes the waveform in a certain way. It's not really necessary, but it can add some texture to the sound. And I'm going to turn on the third oscillator, and I'm also going to route this to the first filter, and I'm going to search for noise. Sorry, let me just add this noise oscillator instead. It has these different noises here. I'm going to go for pink noise. let's assign this macro to the filter so that I can open the filter using this knob here. Let's name this filter. I'm going to decrease noise level, noise volume. And I feel like it needs more release. Let's start to add effects. Sometimes I add chorus, but in very, very little amount. It gives the sound a little bit of space and width. Let's try using distortion here. I recommend using tube distortion, but it doesn't have here tube distortion, so I'm gonna go for soft clip. I'm gonna turn down mix. We need just a little bit of distortion. Also, we can use this filter, inbuilt filter in distortion effects, and we can also use this to modulate with the second envelope. This way, sometimes if we want to add more attack to the sound, we can use this. But I'm not gonna do this now. And we also need delay and reverb, as we are close to finishing the sound. Special effects. Let's change notes to dotted notes. They sound more groovy. Also, I don't really recommend using inbuilt effects in a synthesizer. I recommend using send channels for spatial effects. But it's just another topic. For the sake of this tutorial, I will be using inbuilt effects. And I'm going to add reverb. I'm going to increase time. I think for big whole reverb, we don't really need anything more than 5 or 6 seconds. I'm going to EQ the reverb. I'm going to EQ to cut a lot of low frequencies. I recommend doing this on your reverb. Maybe to cut 300, 400 hertz. Because there's a lot of mud there. And I'm going to cut a little bit of high frequencies on the reverb. And I'm reducing mix on reverb. And I'm going to put size to the maximum amount. And we can also try to add glide. But be careful with that if you want to add glide to the sound. It should be very subtle, or even not to add glide. Maybe this is not a very good idea. You have to listen in the context of your song. And that's it, pretty much. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video.